Oh, it's this way around. Well, just having some melancholy moments, and came to visit Lansing with my Big Book parents, and I am just reliving everything. So, this is a place where I Big Booked, selling big Cole Porter books, the Blue Bible Story books. Anyway, we spent a really memorable summer. Like now, I'm a nurse and I work at the hospital. We're back in Michigan again, and I passed the little road where I used to, or where, when we were driving up to, it was my first time meeting Henry and Margaret, and we drove up to the car accident in the middle of the country road, and the paramedics weren't there yet, so it really did something to me to see this man, thrown out of a pickup truck and lying on the ground there, and we couldn't do anything for him. I didn't know anything about CPR. Nobody out there did, and it's this country road, Parks and Francis. Still remember the family name, and they still have family farms around there, but obviously I won't say the name here. So I think I already gave the road names, but maybe I'll just keep this video very private. The Monk family. Anyway, Henry and Margaret used to live here. They moved up the road, but this was where their home was. And I just came back from visiting them, but now I want to take a video. And here's the house across from them. This is where Henry's uncle lived. The Schultz family farm. It's still a few acres, I don't know how much land, but this was where his uncle lived. And he now only, he passed away. Now his family took over, but that was the entryway to go to the Schultz home. And there's the house next door. I always thought maybe when I'm older I'll buy that home, but I don't intend to stay in Michigan. It's too cold for me. But look at how charming. One time they were explaining to me the silo. See all the little goats and sheep? I'm driving in the mud. See, look at them. So cute. In the summer, I'll come again, and Henry and Margaret said that they'll bring me here. And this is now Henry's niece lives here after her father passed, Henry's uncle. So, look. Oh, they are so cute. And then, of course, you have the mint fields from the Tafts. And I passed the Taft house, which is very stately and Victorian-like. Oh, it's kind of bumpy here. But I didn't... I'm going to roll the windows up now. But I didn't... oh, no, I forgot about that window. But I didn't show that house, and I didn't show the corner, and I didn't show Henry and Margaret's current home. I guess I'm just reliving memories. It's interesting. That summer really changed me and really made me see that God is not just the God of my father, the God of my fathers, and that He's my personal God, that He answers prayers personally, that He was there, in different miracles or prayers and things I would ask, on canvassing. And Cole Porter work is such a different work. It really molds your character, it really grows you, challenges you, and you can walk away from it bitter. So I think that's a rare experience. Or you can walk away from it life is beautiful and magical. And I guess there's so many takes on it, but I loved it. Here is the Taft. I'm gonna say office. It's not a house. About a decade ago, I walked up to it, and you know, it was all office stuff and printers, and the Taft home is like down that way, but they're so fancy. But no, they weren't very warm people when I knocked on that door years ago. Not even, yeah, no, it just wasn't like they had to buy a book, but they weren't even kind, but to say the least. But I remember some of these homes, like, oh, I remember that the teenager opened the door there, or, oh, this man who liked the book of Revelation there, and he got a great controversy book, and, you know, I remember some of these places, and it's just interesting to look back and see, like, what made you who you are, and, I don't know, it just makes you think a lot. Like, I like this house, too. Forgive the markings on my windshield. It's like it snowed a couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago, and then I never took the car to get washed, which I should, but I haven't. Okay, it went up a little bit, the window. This window is so interesting. It doesn't work, or it decides when it wants to work, and now it's letting cold air in. Great. So now I am just passing through, and I'm passing what Henry and Margaret called Junkyard Bob. Shouldn't say that. I knocked on his door once, long time ago. This was back in canvassing days, like summer after college, after high school, and yeah. So anyway, things have since changed a lot, you know, and we laugh about it a lot, though. Because I said, guess what? I met Junkyard Bob. Oh dear, why is he on the side of the road? Weird. So I'm on Francis, which brings a lot of memories. This road. I'm passing good old Price Road. That was another of the main roads, big road that's paved. So anyway, I have to get back on the GPS so I can get back home and start working tonight. I hope I get like 2 hours of sleep or something. And anyway, so this is life now. I don't know if I'll stay in Michigan long term. It's a possibility, not a probability. And we just heard this missionary from Micronesia Islands last night, yeah, Saturday night. And I really thought it was very interesting. Like someone mentioned to me Guam. He said him and his wife, they're Brazilian, they had recently worked in the GC before. They were in Lebanon at the same time as I was last year. Look, the scarf representing. So anyway, yeah, so he mentioned Guam, that they have a full-time missionary nurse position there. But I don't know, like, I'm very open to that, actually. Maybe in a year, or I mean, a year from when I was on my own as a nurse here. So that would be like in May or July? Yeah. I started on my own like partway through July, like off of orientation, off of preceptorship for hospital work and everything. So we will see. I just love the country. I love it. And in the summer, it's so beautiful. It's green with so much verdure and fruit trees, like whole orchards. Oh, this hair is in my way. But anyway, it's an amazing time, and you just stop whenever you want to. And you just go pick fruit or corn or pumpkins. Even during pumpkin season, there's a barn. I love the barn. Anyway, I love barns. I was fascinated with them because we don't have any in Arizona. And this is coming to be a long video. There's the Old Town Church that I used to pass by a lot. And I always wonder what it would be like to go in there and wonder how old it is. And all these barns too, I would wonder. And there's like horses and cattle. And right now they're kind of meandering about, but they go indoors for winter soon. So anyway, I'm very thankful to be here. It's pretty, it's calm, it's happy. I miss Arizona because, like, of course, like, you know, I was born there and my family's there. So it has a very special place in my heart. And sometimes, you know, you want different experiences or to challenge yourself or to go back to a place that brought a lot of beautiful memories. So maybe Northern California is next. No, I'm kidding. That place had a lot of good memories too, though. Like, but then when I think about it, like, so many places have so many good memories. Each place I go. So, oh, the sun is coming out. That's a miracle, really. That is a miracle because it doesn't always come. It's gray. A lot of summers here. Let me see if this window will go up a little more. Look at the white picket fence. I used to say when I was little, I'm gonna have a home in the country and with a white picket fence around and horses and sheep and a sheep herding dog and a deer. That was very important. Deer. Thomas Jefferson had a deer and he was, you know, one of the American, hardcore Americans. So I can have a deer. No, I don't know. Anyway, it's probably just gonna go to my family and they can listen to my antics and be like, yep, that's Sinead. And one day I want to grow fruit and vegetables, and I don't want to be a farmer, but I definitely want that to be part of the lifestyle, because if you think about it, a lot of the founding fathers, they actually had, and it could be, you know, throughout the centuries, like you have like gardens, but anyway, no, that doesn't count because a lot of people relied on servanthood back then. I don't believe in that, but like back then, like John Adams and you know, a lot of these founding fathers, they had their own. They were so brilliant, so they read, yes, but they were not above practical work. So they were very driven in their respective works. So like being a lawyer or etc. But they were also very industrious, and they were hands-on. They had a farm on the side. They had their own personal farm where they would grow and sell their fruit. Yeah, but mainly it was to take care of their family and to feed their family. So anyway, I always thought this was so fascinating that and thought that added to their ability to be able to learn was the fact that they had practical work on the side and to build. And the same with me. Yeah, I'm a nurse, but that's not what defines me, and that's not all that I want to do. I want to know how to sew. I want to know how to grow things, and you know, you take all these things in life and you can take them in other areas of life or whatever mission field you happen to be in. Like you always improve yourself, because you never know, you know, where you'll end up, or you know, even if you end up at home, like living always in your same town, like which is also, you know, a different ministry too. It's not everybody has to go do the same thing, but that also is a beautiful work, and you can take all of these things into anything. Practical work is good. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna get back on my GPS and get on the freeway and head home, take a nap, and go to work. Woo! Anyway, I'm really, really thankful and happy that I got to visit the Schultz. Filled my heart. We baked and cooked so much on Saturday night. You know, the sunset at 5. So it was like we had, you know, after we went to that missionary meeting, because they were busy all day at church. All day. We did. we didn't go. They handed out gloves to the homeless in the woods, and you know, I spent time with Henry and Margaret at their home. You know, they're older, and you know, that would have been very tiring for them. But yeah, so we came back to church to listen to that mission story, and then they were going to go caroling on top of that in the evening, which for an Arizonan, you know, it's not snowing, so I wasn't prepared for super warmth, ultra warmth. Anyway, oh, I need to pluck my eyebrows. Serious forest there. Anyway, okay. Love you, family. Bye.